A dazzling facility located here in the heart of Atlanta, Georgia. Welcome inside Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, to get this one going. And we're underway in Atlanta. Starting from the 5. He's stopped on the return at the 27. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. A tight end in motion now. This is Swift, and he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Has his man, it's a Dunze. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Jesse Bates getting up for the stop that time.
You know what I love to say? You never go broke taking a profit, and you often gain profits when you use your eyes as a quarterback. Those hitch routes, those underneath throws, oftentimes it's the eyes of the quarterback looking downfield and then taking that short completion.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. They'll run it with Swift. And the hit stops him cold. Wow, he maybe got back to the line. So the run doesn't get the yardage. It's a turnover on downs.
Kate, I don't know what the punter did to hurt people's feelings, because I think the reasoning was pretty clear. They were going to go for it. There was not going to be a punter that touched the field. Not an advisable mindset now as they turn it over in their end of the field.
And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. Tyreek Stevenson getting up to track that one down. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. Play action. Here's Penix. His first throw is an interception. Tremaine Edmonds has it. And the Bears take over after forcing the first turnover of this ballgame. What a call for their first pass of the game. It would have been a big hitter if they completed it, Brock, but just not the right touch on that football, and it ends with an interception.
You could just tell these cover guys, they've been waiting for their first chance to go get some work done in this one. They did their homework, number 1. And number 2, Kate, as Russell Wilson loves to say, the separation was in the preparation.
Handoff running right. Here's Swift. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Here's 2nd and 2. He fires one deep down the right. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. Touchdown, Chicago! The Bears parlay the interception into points. It's a Roma Dunze touchdown. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. They'll bring it out from the middle of the end zone. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They go play action. Here's Penix. He's going deep this time. He's got it inside the 25. One of the game's biggest plays right there as they get the markers reset.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
And the reverse call pays off. Some decent yardage before...
Well, this is a headache-inducing run for a defensive coach. I could just imagine that staff both upstairs and down on the field watching it, Kate, because now, well, they don't have to just worry about this guy catching as a receiver. Now they know he can be a weapon in the ground game, too.
On 2nd down, Robinson. And he's in. It's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons get it down to a single point. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. Well, he found himself some space to work, and from there, all athleticism as he made his way in for 6.
You know, you run the ball down in the red zone, Kate, you're not always thinking touchdowns, right? Space is so hard to come by. But you're exactly right. His athleticism, his explosion, his speed, it puts 6 on the board for the offense.
That's up and through for the point after. And the Falcons tie this game 7-7. Now to kick it away, here's Pinion. He fields it from the 8. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Swift gets it, going left. And they beat him to the edge. That run stopped back at the line. That's the end of one. Both teams with a little luck finding the end zone early. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the second. We'll make our return to Mercedes-Benz Stadium after this. We're back and all set for the second quarter. Bears football. They still have 10 to go here. It's 2nd down. Staying grounded with Swift. Hits a seam at the 40. And he gets it forward all the way to the 44. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
Catch is made down the right sideline. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. They'll take that kind of passing from the rookie out of USC. He gets him the first. They're set up at the 35 now. A give right side for Swift. He's got to gain a 6 there. David Onyemata there for the stop. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Going to run again with Swift. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a third down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next third down coming.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Williams. Finds his target, Allen. And he'll go down here at the 16.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. 3rd and short in your back pocket. You can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
On the give, it's Swift. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
Williams to throw on 1st. This one's caught. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Running behind center with Swift. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Now just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense, and they can try for some points going into the break. One last play before the break. Empty backfield now. The running back motions out left. The back's got it. And he's into the end zone. No time left, and they take the lead right as halftime arrives. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
And his kick is good. What an ending to our opening half as they take the lead. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Heward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. From well into the end zone, he's going to bring this out. This isn't even going to make the 20. The coverage team gets to him. They're out and set. 1st and 10. They're going play action. Taking his shot. Deep down the field it goes. They connect on the deep shot. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
Just about every offense since the beginning of time, since the forward pass, Kate, has loved a tight end that could stretch the middle of the field. Man, I remember as a kid watching Kellen Winslow Sr. dice up right here between the hashes. And what a difference it can make for an offense.
1st and 10, are under Robinson. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Staying with Robinson. Nice run across the 15. take this in for the score. The Falcons cut into the lead coming out of halftime. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the fourth quarter that could go either way.
Coup on now for the extra point. And the extra point is no good. So potentially a key tally kept off the scoreboard, Brock. Going to see how and if this comes into play later in the second half. Things trim back down to a single point, Brock, as they send this off and away. Fielded at the 7. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Here's Swift to start the drive. He's got room to roam here. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Okay, don't think for a second this is time you step off the gas. You can feel this defense right there on their heels. And now's the best chance to go push the envelope and get aggressive.
Williams set to pass. And he goes down. The Falcons got to him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and clear. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do get home that sack.
Allen on the catch. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears push their lead further to start the half. It's a Romadudes, a touchdown. Extra point is good by Santos. And the Bears grow their lead to 8. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. He'll bring it out from the middle of the end zone. This isn't even going to make the 20. The coverage team gets to him.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Throwing for the pistol, Penix. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. And it sets up 2nd down. Robinson on the inside give. And he found some running room for a nice gain. 7 yards on the carry. Now they've got 3rd and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Penix now. Complete. Oh, he loses the football. And it's a turnover. The defense has it.
3rd down, you could see he may have been trying to simply do too much to help his side. It loosened his hold on the ball and gave that defense a chance to knock it free. Instead of facing 4th down, they're off the field completely.
1st down, here's Swift. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Here's 2nd and 11. Catch made by Carter. And this one does not go far. We'll see what they come up with for 3rd down in just a bit. We've reached the end of 3. It's Bears football to begin the full. And the Falcons get a fifth defensive back out there. Third down coming. Looking to throw. He has the first over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Now an inside handoff to Swift. Has a big hole left. Finds the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears have a commanding 14-point lead now in the fourth. DeAndre Swift, the touchdown. So great work by the running back there. Brock found just a little bit of space, and he took advantage all the way for 6.
Big time. I mean, so big time. You know, and you hear running back coaches, Kate, say this. They'll say slow to explode through. And he explodes all the way for the touchdown.
That one right down the middle. And the Bears lead by 15 now. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Throwing Penix. He's going to loft one deep to the left. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. That throw is looking for Kyle Pitts. And now they face 2nd down.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Bears will be down inside the opposing 30.